my privilege to confer upon you the degree of Doctor of Laws honoris causa. In token thereof, we place upon your shoulders this visible symbol of our high regard for you. And we present you with this diploma. Mazel tov.
For over a century, Yeshiva University has been a bastion of Jewish leadership, Jewish thought, and Jewish pride. The Torah and Mada, Torah and science that were generated within Yeshiva's library and Beit Midrash have enhanced not only the Jewish collective, they've enriched modern civilization. I know that here in New York and all across America, as Rabbi Berman mentioned, the turbulence is unnerving, and the challenges facing our people, the Jewish people, are growing. Institutional anti-Semitism, Holocaust inversion, conspiracies left and right, Jew hatred platformed on social media, and moral bankruptcy masquerading as social justice have all disturbingly increased. Where Jews were once called Yids, in America, Zionists are now called Zios. Each of us here understands that Jews are always the first, but never the last, to be demonized, targeted, otherized. We all recognize the increase of volume of hatred and the magnified sounds of silence from people once considered our friends. Recent developments in New York have raised a red flag. Here, we see the rise of a newer mayor-elect who makes no effort to conceal his contempt for the Jewish Democratic State of Israel, the only nation state of the Jewish people. The incoming mayor's response was to suggest that Jews who consider fulfilling the ultimate Zionist dream of making Aliyah are violating international law and the sanctity of the synagogue. This rhetoric is outrageous. Returning to Zion and connecting to Israel have been cornerstones of Jewish faith and Jewish tradition for thousands of years. Delegitimizing the Jewish people's right to their ancient homeland and their age-old dream of Jerusalem legitimizes violence and undermines freedom of religion. This is both anti-Jewish and anti-American. We must all use any legal means at our disposal: advocacy, education, leadership, civic engagement, media, social networks to combat this surge of hate and anti-Semitism. To the haters and bashers, the vile influencers and violent protesters, I say, you will never, ever succeed. Our people have been to hell and back, and yet, hinenu, we are here and we shall overcome. Now that all but one of our hostages are home, and we demand and cry out for the immediate release of our remaining hostage, our brother, the courageous policeman Staff Sergeant Ron Gwilly. From the very first hours of October 7th, America stood firmly by Israel's side, demonstrating great friendship and moral clarity. Since assuming office, President Donald Trump personal involvement propelled the return from captivity of all of our precious sisters and brothers, and we are awaiting the last one of them. President Trump outlined his plan for the day after the war, demonstrating immense diplomatic craftsmanship. His leadership, and the real talent of his advisors, Jared Kushner and Steve Witkoff. The president's plan includes uprooting Hamas militants from Gaza and deterring our enemies, forming a basis for a new dialogue across the Middle East, including with Syria, Lebanon, and Saudi Arabia, and outlining a tangible, concrete path towards partnership, collaboration, and future peace throughout the region. I thank President Trump wholeheartedly and deeply for his leadership, for his courage, for his steadfast support of Israel and its well-being. I pray, yes, he deserves it. I pray that he will succeed in realizing his vision of a new horizon in the Middle East. Each and every one of us in this room has an obligation and a privilege to show up for Am Israel, the people of Israel and the state of Israel.